Yeah, I don't feel like coming up with an intro for this video, so we're just gonna start up.
Never at ease, I don't know a limit. Chasing a dream, I don't know what sleepers. I got a queen, she lit me the evening. She ripe like a peach and she snapped me the snippet. We well overdue for that link up in person.
Yo, what's up and welcome. Got a new video for you today out here in the RV. Today I'm going to be working on my fireplace wall. Now let me show you what this looks like as of right now. I took apart the top of this wall because I was actually trying to get the TV out of there that came with the RV. So now we just got this big hole out here, but I'm able to see what's in there and how this is constructed, so I know what I need to do moving forward. So what I'm going to try to do is integrate a few things into this wall. I'm going to be keeping the fireplace that came with this. It looks pretty cool when you turn it on, and it also has a little bit of heat that it puts out. Then what I'm going to do is take shiplap all the way up and build a mantle that's going to come here, but you're going to be able to open it up, and then on the inside of that mantle I'm going to try to have it so that I can put all of my game systems in there for the TV, because if I show you the TV over here, down here I don't really have room for my game systems. I have a bunch of them. I like to play games in my free time, and I'll just like plug my PlayStation in and put it on the ground right there. So I'm going to run a cord up around the ceiling into this area over here. I'm going to have a mantle in there. It's going to open up. And this top space up here is a bunch of dead space. So I'm actually going to make this a hidden cabinet where I can charge up my tools. So we got a lot of stuff going on in this fireplace wall. So I'm pretty excited to get this work done. So let's get to it, man. Now I've got the wall taken apart and I loaded the frame of the wall into the truck. I'm taking that to the workshop right now so I can rebuild it in the workshop. And I'm just gonna put the entire wall up into the RV, and hopefully that'll work, because I usually don't do that. I usually build it while I'm on the site, but let's see if I can pull this off with this technique. So right now I'm building the mantle that's gonna go right above where the fireplace is. And what I'm doing right now is trying to make sure that all of my cuts are at 45 degrees, because I kind of want to make this have the illusion that it's all one piece of wood, but it's actually going to be hollow on the inside, and the front is going to be a door. So each one of these cuts I'm doing here is at 45 degrees, so you won't be able to see where it connects and see, you know, that it's not like actually a cabinet. I haven't done this style before, so I'm gonna try this out. But we're gonna see if I can pull this off and make it look like just a solid piece of wood, but it's openable and it's hollow on the inside. So I've got the front face of the wall finished, and if you remember, I said that I was going to go ahead and try to make this a secret compartment as well. So the way that I ended up doing that was just cutting the plywood right above where the mantle is going to go, that these slats kind of line up, but these are actually not together. Like if I lift this part up, you can actually see that this is not together. So I just cut the plywood so when they're together, they're going to look like they're together, but you can actually like move that part. So the cabinet is going to be behind there. Okay, so now that I have the front of this fully assembled, pretty much the last thing I have to do on this side is the trim. What I'm going to do over here is, this is the open side, like where I was accessing all of the electronics and everything that I needed to do to set up the inside of this. I'm actually just going to go ahead and close this entire wall off, because if I need to get in there, all I need to do is take off the entire fireplace. It just comes right out. I have the screws right on the front here. So then once that's open, that's pretty much the whole wall. So I'll have like a ton of space to be able to get in there and do that work. So I'm going to close this wall off with more shiplap just like this. And I'm going to put a corner piece of trim around here, so you won't be able to tell that this is a separate piece from this, and it'll just literally look like a solid wall if I can do this right. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we're going to do the final reveal, because this thing's basically done. So this is the finished product. Over here we've got the original cabinets that came with the trailer. All I did was paint these and change out the hardware to make sure it matched the rest of the aesthetic of what I'm building in here. Then over here we've got the original radio that came with the trailer, but I had to do some rewiring for these because there's some speakers that go through the ceiling of this trailer, but they suck. So I'm gonna end up replacing those later, so I did the wiring now so I'd be able to do that later on. Then down here we've got the fireplace. I decided to build this back into the wall. Under here, this reveals where the heat comes out, as well as the controls. You can change the lighting as well as how hot this actually gets. Then up here we've got the mantle. Now this looks like a regular mantle, but I built this as a secret compartment. So if you pull out the front, you can see I've actually run electric in here, and I have a lot of my devices and stuff charging up, remotes and stuff like that. Everything's tucked out of the way so you can keep those ugly wires invisible. And speaking of invisible, we've got this big section up here, which I built in this trim piece, and I'm using that as a handle to pull this out. And then I've got this lid support right here that's holding that up so you won't hit your head. Then in here I've got all my game systems and stuff that needs to go to the TV that's over here. And I ran one wire around that's going over to the TV, and I'm going to end up putting this inside the ceiling, but I'm leaving it like that for now. And it's really easy to close back up. All you got to do is this, close that in, it's completely invisible, blends right in with the rest of the wall. Only thing I didn't finish was the trim that's going around this mantle. I'm going to end up doing that later because I couldn't find the exact stuff that I needed to do that. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for watching, and next week I'm going to be working on this area right here. A lot of people have been asking me when I'm going to finish this. I'm doing it right now. I'm going to be doing some stuff down here as well. So if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned. and I'll see you in the next one. Later.
Fucking do this. All right, this is the final product. So I kept the original shelves right here. Right here, we got the radio. It connects throughout the trailer, inside and outside. Speakers on the fucking ceiling right here. But they suck, and I'm going to replace them eventually. Next, the OG fireplace. Look at this thing. It just lights up. It's nice and bright. Next, you got the mantle. I got to put some trimming on there because you can see the spots, but I just didn't feel like doing it this time, so whatever. But it's also a hidden compartment where I can put all my crap, such as my laptop, some switch right there that I didn't even know I had, but whatever. But the big thing right now is this. It looks like an ordinary wall. Oh, some fucking FBI shit right here. It's not. It's another hidden compartment where I put all my video game systems. So next time I'm going to be hitting these shelves, and I'll see you next time.